Survival of the fittest, huh? Jeez. Hey everybody, Casey Transformed here again. Today I have the Transformers Age of Extinction Grimlock Evolution 2-pack. What you get in this 2-pack is a repaint of the Voyager Age of Extinction Grimlock and a repaint of the Energon Grimlock. Random. I was kind of expecting to follow Cybertron. He's pretty popular right now, but I guess I don't want to repaint him again. Anyway, I'm going to start with the Energon Grimlock. Now, he's just the same as the Energon one, just in G1 colors. As you can see, yellow here. So you got the green and the red and the blue on the back for his legs. He's got yellow arms, which is weird. I mean, if they're going to do G1 colors, he should have had silver, or at least gray arms. And you see, yeah, he's basically in the G1 colors. And claws are about right. Kinda wish he had gone for gold instead of yellow, but it works. Yeah, it's believable as a G1 Grimlock. Kind of thing is they're going for is they're kind of repainting one of the movie toys. They're repainting one of the other, just another random toy in the Evolution sets to kind of give a Classics-esque one. Kind of like how this one's the G1 color scheme, but I really would not use this for Classics. This is not good enough in my opinion. Let's see. Articulation, well, his leg rotates. He actually has ratchets for coming outward. Swivel. Bend, or, oh, yeah, that pops off pretty easily. And he actually has a swivel below the elbow as well. And of course, toe and heel move. You position that all kinds of ways. Head does not really move much, kind of goes back and forth a little, and then mouth opens that much. Rawr. Rawr. And little arms kind of just swivel. Nothing else. One thing to note, his leg is loose. As you can see. I mean, I can flick this thing. That's ridiculous. I mean, he'll stand, but you basically have to tripod him with his tail. Which is fine, because I mean, if you got him the newer kind of standing pose, it just doesn't look great. And he'll fall over anyway, so yeah, tripod him. On the other end of the scale, we have this excellent little figure. Age of Extinction Voyager Grimlock. Differences from his is, well, they got rid of the silver. His legs are no longer, or the tail part, which will be legs later, is no longer silver. He doesn't have the silver and a little bit of brown on the or bronze on the snout. But it does have these cool black streaks on his legs here and not along his back here. As you can see, the chest plate's also been redone. We'll have more black and silver rather than just being plain bronze with a little bit of silver on it. With a little about logo there, which I believe the original had as well. And of course, the arm section has been redone with black and gray plastic instead of just bronze. So that's all nice. And it kind of breaks up the color. I bought this version because I wanted one that broke up the color scheme a bit more. He has a gimmick. You can see this little clear gray piece just sticking right out, pretty obvious. It's a cool gimmick. I mean, a lot of Grimlock, anime Grimlock has similar gimmick, except his was like this, and you hit the button to cause his mouth to open. Here you gotta do it to close, which some people don't like the open mouth, think it looks slack-jawed, but I kind of like it. Like, I can just imagine him constantly trying to eat something, you know? You can even make it wider. Yeah, he looks really freaking cool. Of course, he also has articulation. The head doesn't move really other than just this. You can make his mouth wide, but, you know, kind of starts looking ridiculous. Just about, you gotta kind of stop it about there. I kind of thought about doing modifying this so where the mouth will close, but I don't know. Ball joint at the arms, little tiny arms, but they are ball jointed. They do get quite a bit of movement. Legs get a lot of movement outward. Swivel up, and he actually holds the pose. They're not loose, like, well, not as loose. Swivel right above, I guess this would currently be called the knee joint. And then technically the heel moves, but you can kind of change that, but not by much, you know, not without him falling over. Oh yeah, and that doesn't like, his tail does not like to stay connected in. They both have accessories. Android Grimlock's got this big red generic sword. This is where it kind of starts feeling like a knockoff because I mean, loose joints and random weapons. He can't hold the weapon or in his dinosaur mode. He can just drop it to the side. While Age of Extinction Grimlock gets this mighty club, which he can have in his dinosaur mode in a really ridiculous way, but at least they added it in. You take the club and you slide this tail piece, which are his feet right now, in. And you can see you get this really long tail, which looks really ridiculous. I mean, yeah, they have long tails, but I don't know, it's just how small it gets. I mean, it kind of bulges out and kind of wish this somehow came apart into like a more of a tail, but at least they did something. But I don't know, I don't like it too much. It's alright. It's alright. Anyway, I guess I should get on to transformation then. Let's do Android Grimlock here first. What you're going to do is he's basically G1 Grimlock. Then come back here, split this part from the back, his tail, split the tail. Oh yeah, I'll split the whole chest. We'll talk about that later. I'm going to come back here and pull up. These heels are a pain in the ass to get out. Yeah, and the whole figure kind of just splayed open, as you saw. You're going to actually move these arms up. Here's another problem. This one doesn't like to stay up. This one sometimes slides back down. Just warning you there. Turn the arm. Push this out. Fold up the claws, kind of like that. Same with this one. Push out the hand. Fold the heel back. Fold the claw forward. This is where I have another problem, is that all the screws and all the nastiness, I mean, like, all I had to do was flip it. I kind of thought about popping it off and switching them, just so we don't have all this, we have this nice smoothness instead of all this, nastiness. The last thing you're going to do is fold down the head, fold the arms up like this, and you're going to grab the whole gray part, just pop off the yellow, and whoop. This is where it's kind of interesting, because Grimlock doesn't have those wings. Well, these are kind of his wings. You split these open, you kind of just tuck the head in. You can kind of use the nub on the head. You kind of hold it there, and it makes him extremely back heavy because you got a third of his robot mass on his as a big backpack. What were they thinking? From what I understand, these were not made by. This was not a Takara toy. This was an American Hasbro toy, and it kind of shows. Oh God, does it show? And we can give him his sword, which is a cool sword. I just wish it had more paint. Because, I mean, just generic red sword, it's just, I don't mind the blade being red, but I kind of wish the handle or the guard got a bit more. Well, there he is. Now let's get Rar. Well, you kind of see, here's, a lot of people have this too. You see how big Android Grimlock actually is. He's quite a large Grimlock. Now, oh yeah. Let me go and get this problem out of the way. This handle plugs in right here, and it is extremely loose. I mean, it's like a fall from the wiggling of it. I mean, look, no effort at all. I mean, it takes more effort to push in than it does to pull out. That's kind of messed up. Alright, onto this guy here. What you're going to do, come under here. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me get the leg. You're going to kind of want to splay the legs out just to give yourself some room. What you're going to do is take this. You can see it kind of comes out from this back piece here. He's so huge, it's hard to show you. Just kind of fold the arms down so you can get some more room. Maybe I'll stop hitting the camera. Fold that out. Got to fold these pieces, little arm chest sections around, so you get enough room to. You can see the tail kind of flipped out from down here to here. Now you can see it's basically a robot on the other side. Flip the feet forward. Get some nice pointy boots. Peg these in. Take this whole section, just kind of have it flip down. A little tab in place. You can kind of set the skirt armor into here. The legs, you're going to, what were the legs? You're going to bring these down. Twist them to where the claws are pointing out. And unpeg them here. You can see a little peg there. Fold the heel up. turn this. You can see the hand turn right there, and you peg it back into that peg hole. Same on this other side. I'll show you a big quick turn, peg, fold, turn, peg. Last thing you're gonna do is you see he basically has a giant dinosaur head hanging off his ass. What you're gonna do is come up here and click it from the back there. Take the head, or lift it up, and you can see it kind of untabs from there and then untabs from there. Split the head in half. You can go fold it like that, which gives enough room for, because these gotta move past each other. And this whole piece, you can see there's two tab holes there. Click, fold down. Now this moves as well, but when you fold it all the way up, it kind of leaves this piece hanging right like this. I don't like that, so I'd rather just have it all like this, even though he's got half a dinosaur mouth just hanging off there. That's one of the problems with the gimmick, but I've seen worse. Armada Hotshot flashbacks. And there we go. There are our two Grimlocks, and he keeps falling over back there. Alright, now we have them both in robot mode. Let's get some comparison shots in. Here we have the Evolution Bumblebee set. We can barely see probably. As you can see, they both kind of have the thing of movie toy and then a Classics S toy. Always in the G1 colors, basically. And ironically, the only set that have so far an original mold, rather than both repaints. You can see good size. I mean, yeah, Bumblebee's probably supposed to be more like this size compared to Grimlock. So they're both actually a little bit too big. I mean, compared to this Grimlock, Bumblebee should be like a mini-con size. But, I mean, they're both so cool toys. I just want to, you know, because this is a Deluxe, this is a Voyager. Legends Class Deluxe. Which, let's get these. Grimlock's actually a rather large Deluxe, because height-wise he's the same, but he has a lot more bulk and stuff on him, so he's really large for a Deluxe. Anyway, let's get the Bumblebees out here. So many Bumblebees. Actually, now I think about so many Grimlocks now. Oh my god, there's a lot of Grimlocks. Well, once again, G1S Grimlock. Very G1. I mean, the only thing that's not G1 basically is the crotch is not red, but I don't remember G1 and his face being so round and soft. It's actually a little weird. It's really weird. And then we have this Grimlock, who's a major repaint of the Voyager. I mean, you can see the face is kind of more like the leader class. It's still not screen accurate, but it's a lot better. I think it's a lot better than what the original Voyager was. You can see a lot more black and silver on him. I mean, there's no silver on the legs, but I don't mind that too much. This is one thing I loved about the Age of Extinction Dinobots, is how much he looked like a knight. I mean, he's got these big armored boots. He looks like the commander. These big armored. I mean, look at that. Just all armored up and ready for. Even looks like he's got gauntlets. You know, a lot of people complain about these dino feet, but I think it looks really cool. It looks like kind of like something out of Anarchy Reigns. Big old gauntlets of death. It just looks really cool. I mean, all armored up. He's even got shoulder pads made from a dinosaur head. Shoulder pads made from a T-Rex skull. Come on, how is that not cool? Even his arms and stuff fold up. His dinosaur arms and stuff fold up. It's like a skirt armor, you know. Even this does kind of adds to that. It looks really cool. I love it. And he knocked over your Grimlock, who's inferior anyway. Well, guess I should cover articulation, shouldn't I? The head moves a little bit from left to right. It's kind of hard to get your hand in there, but you can move it. You can look up a little. You can look down pretty far, which works for Grimlock because he's huge. Lifting the dinosaur heads up. It's basically the same as the leg articulation was before. You know, swivel, elbow, and hand. But you gotta move the whole gauntlet piece with it. But that's all right. And yeah, you end up with a kind of this, you know, the curling arm. But you can fix it by doing this. I actually did see one modification where they shaved off all this peg here, and even shaved off some of this in here so the heel folded up a bit further. So it would sit on his arm a bit better, like this. Legs, let's see, ball joint here, kinda. Swivel, 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 swivel. really tight knee. This is where it's kind of cool. These actually bend to help make the tail, I guess. But as you can see, it kind of allows them for a really wide, ridiculous but wide stance. You can make little subtle changes with it. And it's kind of cool because it allows you to see the armor a bit, the kind of armor look a bit more. Even his feet, even they have, I mean, yeah, ankle articulation, but not really useful. But even his feet have the armor look. It just looks like a commander of a knight brigade. I love it. I love it so much. This is probably my favorite movie design, or one of them, if not my favorite. Now we'll give him his weapon, his big old club, which is a lot cooler here. You see, he puts it there, and especially if you have the elbow like this, now it looks really cool. Big old weapon to bash somebody's head in with. You can actually swap weapons with the deluxe here, but I'd rather him have the big old mace. It just looks so awesome. And that's about it. This set cost me about $40, I believe, which is a bit much considering it's a. You might say it's a bit much considering it's a Voyager and a deluxe. Normally, I would hope for about $30 for this set, but considering these are going for about $25, deluxes are going for about, especially a deluxe this big, is going for about $15. It kind of makes sense. But the Bumblebee set was only $16, so I kind of wondered because I thought since they were set to 2, they might have been a bit cheaper. I don't know. If the price is worth it to you, that's up to you, but I love this set. I thought it was worth it. It's kind of cool to finally get the Energon Grimlock without having to pay the ridiculous eBay prices. And kind of cool to get the Voyager Age of Extinction with a really cool paint scheme without having to pay for the leader class. And yeah, I like the set. I think it was really worth it. Grimlock does have, this Energon Grimlock does have one error mode, but I probably will never show it unless they come out with the Energon swoop in a set. I kind of hope they will, but I highly doubt it at the same time, which kind of stinks. I forgot to tell about your articulation, didn't I? Because you're a piece of crap sometimes. Well, head spins all the way around. Arm swivel. I'm going to show you this arm since one that actually works. You can see it did not stay up. Elbow, same. It's like the other Grimlock. It's the same as the leg. Swivel here. Elbow, swivel. Hand does not move. Legs are a bit disappointing. They can't go outward much. He's got Armada legs, okay? He just does this and he knocks over their Grimlock, and he has really highly ratcheted knees, which is cool, but I don't understand why they can do that, because in the other mode he doesn't even use those. So I think they're going to highly ratchet, so they should have ratcheted these shoulders. Stupid American Hasbro. And yeah, that's it. One cool thing is kind of fold out his claws over his hands. So, heck, if you push this hand off, you can even make it look like he's only using his claws, so. Okay, Grimlock's quick being a ham. Well, now I'm done being ridiculous, and let's pick him back up. And that's a bit better, actually. But that's about it. And this has been KC Transformed. I hope this has helped you decide whether or not you want this set. I'd say if you're a big Grimlock fan, it's worth it, especially if you want a different Age of Extinction color scheme, and if you want to ever try out the Energon Grimlock without paying, like $70 on eBay. Yeah, really cool set. One thing I can say is that if you already have the Voyager one, probably not worth picking up. But I did not have the Voyager one, so yeah, this is perfect for me. This has been KC Transformed, and I am out!